Hi, my name is Brandon Kelly, and this is myself as a critical reader through the course of experiencing literature. On this slide, I'm going to explain the reader response theory and what I understand about it. The reader response theory is the reader's reaction and understanding of the text. The reader response theory could be used to see the reader's mind and what they interpret in the text. This also brings connection to the character and the reader through experience of what happens in the story. One thing that I think will always stay true about the reader response theory is that there is no right or wrong answers, and this could give others the encouragement to share their own thinking. A text that I used the reader response theory was in The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien. In this story, I was able to read the text and fully interpret what I thought about the story. I also had a connection to the story as I could see the experience of a soldier and what they carry with them and why. Now I'm going to talk about the reading strategies that I used. The reading strategies that I used were rereading the text, vocabulary, and referring to the footnotes. Rereading the text helped me change my perspective of the text after my first read. It also helped me to understand the theme of the story, which is something I could always apply to my life. Looking up vocabulary that I did not know helped me to understand the text better. Doing this strategy could always benefit me outside of the classroom and just to learn new words. Referencing the text in the book helped me to comprehend certain things like setting, background knowledge that I wouldn't know before reading it. Next, I'm going to talk about the digital tools that helped me become a better critical reader. The digital tool that I used was Blogger. With Blogger, I was able to get the experience of a blogger and post my thoughts and interpretation of a book called The Circle by Dave Eggers. This digital tool helped me to use all the literature devices and reading strategies and apply it outside of the classroom. This also helped me to connect with other bloggers and their books, which introduced me to new ideas and interests to find. With this feature, it gave me access to comment and connect with others and share my thoughts on the book. Below is the image of the book that I read now. Throughout this course, a connection that I had outside of the classroom was my poetry class. With this course, I had the chance to use poetic devices that I learned in the class and relate it to how I actually analyze poems. This gave me the chance to understand why poets add certain poetic devices into their poems and share their meaning. On the right is a screenshot of a poem that I wrote for this semester on a war poem. Next, I'm going to talk about the challenges that I had in this class. A challenge that I had was trying to find my interest to read and analyze certain stories. I overcame this challenge by understanding that with every story there is something I could take from it. One story that changed my perspective on this was Two Kinds by Amy Tan. In this story, I liked how it shared the experience through first person and how the main character deals with finding herself and handling her mother's high expectation of the American dream. Sometimes there are themes and messages that the author leaves to the readers to use in their lives and learn from. Below is an image of a quote that Amy Tan uses that encourages me to keep overcoming this challenge. Writing is an extreme privilege, but it's also a gift. It's a gift to yourself and it's a gift of giving a story to someone. In this course, the most memorable experience with this literature class is when we read the script of Antigone in front of the class and acted each character. This was very memorable to me because reading out loud and acting each character gave me a better understanding of the play. I also thought that this kept the class more engaged and involved this way. Also, seeing someone act their own character helped me to picture the scene and reaction of how the actual character would act during the play. And finally, my aha moment through this semester was actually using my reading strategies to the first assignment, which was The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien. I felt that this was such an eye-opener because of how well I was able to analyze and understand the story better than I ever did with just one read. The tools that I used were rereading and referencing the footnotes. And this is the end. Thank you for listening and watching.